What is up, guys? Wraec is here with a new video, and today we are back on the Amazon server, and this is kind of a special video. And I'm not sure all of you guys are going to like it, but I love it. I want to make it. The thing is, there is this new event, and it's basically called Soul Awakening Session. And the way this works is basically you summon, you may do soul awakenings of any hero really, and it's basically this event, and every time you summon a hero you get points according to his awakened tier. And so like for E+, the most common sum, you get 5 points. So, and this event here is not uncommon. You can get like a flag chest, you can get like an artifact chest, you can go like this basically. Get some nice stuff, and this is really quite alright. Though I think on this account probably Spiritual Essence. And you will get those resources according to your points, and usually this ended with like 150 points. And now there is Soul Awakening Session. You enter it by basically gaining 200 points. And when you enter it with 200 points, you are assigned a place on the leaderboard. And whichever place you have in the final or at the end will grant you one of the rewards. And those are pretty interesting cores. Basically, those cores guarantee you a certain tier on your next summon. You use it to summon a hero, and the awakened hero that you summon with this one, for example, will be guaranteed A tier or better. So it's quite insane. And then again, we are on Amazon server, so the leaderboard currently looks like this. We have this one guy, Hydra, who did 336. So he did quite a lot of summons. And then there is this guy and Darius and Exceltrax. We don't call it with this guy. We have 3 people we can say a name. Exceltrax and Darius. And I kind of want to get in there. And this is something I want to work on in the upcoming days. And this also means that I kind of can't do any videos on Amazon, as this would spoil all the fun. I want to suddenly appear on the leaderboard at the end of this event. This is the plan, guys. And we don't really have a problem getting the starry. Getting the starry for like 300 summons is a joke. We can easily do this here. The only problem we have, this is a free-to-play account, or well, at the end of this video, it will no longer be a free-to-play account, but it was a free-to-play account. And the requirement for summoning in the Soul Temple is basically that the hero can be 10-star. So, like, Christian can only be 9-star. That's why you can't find the symbol here to summon him in the Soul Temple. Then again, like a hero, for example, Malassa can be 10-star, so you can awakening summon her. Now we have to kind of think a little bit. The most common summon, basically, I said, is E+. And E+ gives us 5 points, and 5 points mean basically we can calculate with like 5 points per summon. Should be alright. In the end, it will be a little bit higher, like maybe 6, maybe 7, something like this. And if we calculate now with 5 points a summon, that basically means to reach 200 alone, we will need 40 summonable heroes. This is really our requirement. We need heroes that we can summon. This is what is going to block us. For 300, it's 60, and to pass this guy, we need 8. It's 68. We are kind of off a little bit here. It's not really 68, so that's kind of a problem. I've thought about a few things. We will of course summon any crap that we have on the account. Everything that is remotely summonable will be summoned. And this of course means our main team. That was greatly improved, by the way, thanks to Shelter. We will summon this in its entirety. We will summon like the bait. It will be summoned. It will all be summoned. Then we have some 5-star shards. We have some. We have 1 elite shard basically. We have an Onkirimaru still here. We can't do anything with those 4-star shards. Those are rather useless to us. And then is of course the question: can we use other resources to progress further? Does this make sense? We have some cores. We can't use cores as we don't have an E5, so those are sadly useless, even though they would of course be great if we could use them, but we can't, so no way of thinking about that. Then we have 358 heroic scrolls, half the summoning chance outside of events, not very nice. And we have 31 profit ops. We can rip those. We can definitely rip those. So this will be like, yeah, we can get another few here. It's like another 14, will be 45 profit ops. They are not very reliable, but what they give us and what is pretty good is they give us Prophet's Blessing. And we can basically switch not summonable hero copies into summonable hero copies, and this is not that rare. We can go ahead, we can do that one time, for example, we can use a Christian. Let's summon him, and this is a Liquor, and Liquor I think cannot be summoned as a 10-star. So this one is useless to us. Bleaker can be summoned as a 10-star. Can we see that here? We can see that here. And I hope I wasn't wrong that I said that Liquor can't be summoned and Bleaker can. Let's check that. Yeah, Bleaker can definitely. What about Liquor? Damn, now we have to look for like... Yeah, I wasn't wrong. I think I wasn't wrong. I think it would have said that at this point if it... No, it doesn't say that here. Well, I don't see him, so Bleaker can, Liquor can't. Good. So that's a way for us to get some more copies, and we have to pass 68. In the upcoming days we will have to do anything we can to do that, and I will make this video kind of like a diary. This was like the initial plan, will be a longer video. I will make short update videos, and I will put this all together in one video. This is basically our day one effort, like the planning stages, like explaining everything. I will do Imps Adventure. Imps Adventure will not give us a whole lot. We will get those elite shards here and maybe the 5-star chest, so there's another 2 copies. Not bad, not good, not enough. But the point is, this will be quite cool if we achieve it. This doesn't matter, soul contract. If we achieve that, and we can get like, we don't even need top 1. Top 1 is not important. If we can't beat the Hydra guy, it's got one more. There's one more guy here now. With the top 10 emblem, which is kind of funny. If we can get into top 3, if we can do this, and they don't push themselves up, then we get an A-, even if they stay on that tier. If they can pass that tier and get to Wand of Glory, top 6 will be enough. We don't need an A, we don't need an A+. They will never get this S tier or SS stuff, I think. It will be either that or that. I think they can do this here. Wand of Glory might be possible. In that case, it would be enough to get top 6, and I think we can do that. And imagine that, guys. We will be on an account, level 88, and we won't even spend a whole lot. This will be, I imagine we will be below 160, maybe. 160, I would imagine, is what we are going to spend to do this. And I'm eager to see if we can do it. So, next step, I will do more stuff to find copies, to get anything that we can summon, and basically I will give you an update tomorrow or the day after, and we will see how everything has progressed, how this little project is going on, and I will think of a name for it. It will be quite cool. I think it will be a pretty long video, but regardless. So, up to the next day. Okay, first small update, not exactly free to play anymore, VIP 5 actually already. What I did now, basically I got the event pack, I got some Starry, I got one pack that gave us 1000 5-star shards, so basically 20 additional summons, so extra 50%, quite nice. And what I'm up to now is basically getting up to the first, basically we can go to 199. That would be possible already right now. What we can't do though is get to 200. If we go into 200, we will show up on the leaderboard. I don't want that yet. We got an additional extra competition. I don't know if that was in the last time already. One more guy in there. Not really a problem yet, but we have to see. So let's go for some summons now. I think that would be quite good. I got a B-tier Garuda. Absolutely insane. Was basically the free sum. I think not really the free sum. I think it was the free, summon after the free sum. But B-tier Garuda and straight B-tier is 13 points. quite insane, quite good. And now we are basically just looking for anything better than E plus or better, or just E plus. It's alright, we calculated with like E plus. So that's good. On the main team, of course, we would prefer to get something good. I re-rolled some of the heroes that can't be awakening, some 2 heroes that can be. Ugh, E tier, not good. So we got an additional like 4 or 5 heroes out of that. And right now it seems like we have pretty good chances to go up there and get some decent rewards, like an A-. I would definitely see us getting an E- there. Doesn't seem like a whole lot of people are active and have the starry or want to use the starry to go as high as we are planning to do. Not the best summons here, but it is still E+. We got a Flora while switching. I think that was pretty cool. And one thing I'm also already planning, if we get an A-, the plan will be to do SFX. I was considering Mockman, but for one that would be quite hard to do. Mockman's still a rather rare hero for us at this stage, and it's a dark hero, and we can get SFX copies basically just by doing summons here. We will get the chests, and from the chests we can take SFX, summon SFX, and keep the copies instead of retiring. So that is something we in general will likely do for some time. We will likely not retire a whole lot. This account will otherwise not have any food. So I have to consider carefully what I retire and what I don't retire. Nice. On the Melassa. We are summoning everything, so it's kind of weird what we summon. And we get beast minus speed Melassa. Weird. Weird. We take it. We take it. First 3 of those already. So that's quite good. 60 points apparently already reached. We could of course go for Aspen, but I don't think Aspen is as much of a potent hero currently. Then SFXs, and SFX will be really good in all matters, and having an A tier SFX on this server will be absolutely bonkers. In general, the event is. I had to explain that to one of my guildmates. Basically, Amazon had only one A-, and now with this event we are basically getting at least 3 more. So that's quite of insane. I mean, it's hard to understand for an Android player or an iOS player that there is only one A-, and this event is legitimately going to triple that nice summon here. With the C-, we of course care more for the points you get from a summon like this than for the actual copy itself, unless of course we would summon an A tier, which I don't expect. But getting summons like this is still rather weird, but we get D+. I thought it would be C tier or something. Oh, it's okay. It's still pretty good because we just make decent progress. We have to be careful though, and I want to make sure of that. Give me a second. That we do not pass this 199 point barrier. We are already here, which is quite good. We can claim all. This will be 3 more chests. This one, of course, being rather nice with the Holmes Young that can still be of pretty decent value at our level right now, and the additional chest. And we get this one, the Glory Epic Hero Selection chest. I'm considering taking another Holmes Young, which should be quite good. So, continuing on with that, we are currently at 86 points, nearing the first artifact selection chest. So we can still do some more summons. That will be quite alright. We of course don't have any real good copies, so we summon Edgar now. Can consider retiring some stuff later on. E tier of course being very bad. We basically only have one problem on this account, and these are copies. As I said in the last update, running out of copies is the most disastrous thing that can happen to us, and will really be a progress stop on an account like this, as we don't have any way to get copies fast, or don't have any stack or any kind of storage we can pull copies from infinitely, which would be the case maybe on my account or like in general a late game account, but on an account like this is absolutely unthinkable. So we have to make do with what we have. Let's see what we can get on bait. I figured I wanted to say an A tier bait. Holy hell, that's a real good one. What the hell? What the hell, guys? What the hell? Damn! What do I do with it? Bloody hell. 120% skill damage. Let's have a look at bait. 1 second. We have to. I don't want to make this a video about some other topic, but we have to take a look at this. It's bait, and we have to take a look at the 10-star form. He can become 10-star. There he is. 350% of attack damage. So it's actually 120% skill damage. Is actually huge for him. Oh, that's so weird. Now we have a huge bait. I can't build bait. Bait is trash. But it would be cool. It would be kind of cool. So let's summon an additional 3 Xias. Shia, I think it is. Not good with the pronunciation of this stuff. I have to be honest, not really good with that. At least one of those should have landed here. Yes, we can summon those 3, and we can summon the Holmes Young as well. And now let's get a few more SFX summons going. Imagine just pulling the A- straight up here. That would be kind of bonkers. But I fully expect when we do... When we do summon and get an A or A-, it will not be an SFX, it will be something like the bait we just saw. That's not good. What are those summons now? Just after we got some really decent B tier hero again, we get this crap. Can this be, yeah, at least a D tier hero with a D+. At least that's something. Maybe it was all just preparing for this wonderful Star Alchemist Holmes copy that is going to be S tier. Slightly wrong color, I believe. D tier after all. And that's alright. And with that we get another chest, and we should be closer to our... No, Soul Awakening Gala. Should be getting closer here, which is exactly our first artifacts chest. It will be a crown, by the way. Or will it? Also interesting. Melodic strings. I think crown is the most solid choice after all. For the beginning, works well on most heroes. Then again, so would melodic strings. And would be great for SFX later on. Melodic strings. I have to think about that, not quite sure. We have to do some more summons though. I think we will go with some more crappy heroes and save the better ones for later. And of course, right after say, what the hell? Oh, it's one of those copies with like 1 very high stats and 2 much lower. But we get the D tier here, so can't complain. Can't complain, we're pretty good on that. Might be our last summon actually. We can do one more after this, but that should be the one with which we get beyond the 150 points. So looking pretty good right here. Yeah, that should be enough. Hopefully D. Yeah, D-, that's good. Can collect another chest here, and with that we already finish this. And of course, don't appear on the leaderboard yet, despite having 154 points, as we will only appear there with 200 points. But we are already close, just can't let them know yet. So, that was it for this update, guys. Let's have another look at this wonderful bait. Bloody hell. I mean, that's even closer to B+ than it is to B-. Insane, B+ HP. That's bonkers. Nice, guys. Okay, see us in the next update. So it's now Tuesday. Thought I would give you guys a little update on our current situation. Basically, we have some new people in the leaderboard, and I think those guys will actually make it impossible for me to get place 1, or I think not even top 3. If we take a look here, those are all those guys with those H from those H clan, and one guy here 1557 points. I have no idea why the dude is doing that. I have no actual idea, it makes no sense at all. Because like the 2 people chasing him basically are his own clanmates. I guess those wouldn't push if he asked them not to. And then we have this guy at like 700 points, okay, and this guy is forever at 600, and Xaldrix at 500 points, which are no concurrence to him. So like, no idea why he does it, but it helps us. Man, maybe that's the reason. And the way that helps is actually we are progressing in the Wonder unlocks. We were in Wonder of Radiance and I expected us to stay there actually. Now we unlocked Wonder of Glory, and basically that upgrades our loot. So the top loot here was basically an A hero, now it's already an A plus hero, and we are at 6,500 points, so that means we will unlock Wonder of Splendor pretty soon. And Wonder of Splendor actually gives the entire top 10 an A minus at least, or higher. Not quite sure if we can go to Brilliance. I kind of think that this dude actually might want to do that with his clanmates. If that's actually the case, then it will be huge, because then the whole top 20 will get an A minus, and this will be super easy. Because like top 10 is currently 234 points, which is nothing, and top 20 is like 203 points, which is nothing as well. Then again, we of course have the other H people here, H height. Said like height from my guild, from Omega Project. Weird. Another H person. I think those guys will push. But we will as well. We will do that in quite a good manner. Because I actually talked to support. Because I had a question. And my clanmate, you bite her. No, I can't say that anymore. My guildmates made jokes of me. Because I said you bite her. And they understand you bite her. And now I have to say Jube. Jube's alright, I was told. We will see. What I was actually told, and what he found out, was this text: reach 200 points and above in the Soul Awakening Gala to get ranked before claiming rewards from Wonders. Well, people were looking at this time, and it says 127 hours, and the usual events end in like 55 hours. So the question, or the thing most people assumed, was that we actually going to see next week with the Prophet Summon event, and there is going to be some big kerfuffle around who's going to reach Phase 1 with some Prophet Summon, maybe people buying out the Prophet Summon packs. And I asked support if that's true, and they told me as soon as Soul Awakening Gala ends, which is the normal summoning event, in 55 hours you won't be able to get any more points for the Soul Awakening session. So apparently those last 3 days on the clock here is a display phase. Meaning we will actually be smart about this, and we will push on Thursday. On Thursday evening, right before reset, maybe I guess we will do something like 11 p.m, something like that. Reset here is at 2 a.m. in the morning for me. So we'll have like 3 hours to go for summoning. Maybe I'll do it a bit later. I have to work on the other day, which kind of isn't that nice, but we'll have to see how I can do that. We are a little bit struggling with copies still. I made a small mistake which cost us 3 copies. I upgraded the Shia, and I used 3 copies for that weren't awakened. So that was kind of stupid. But we're still looking rather fine on copies, still have some stuff here. We of course have all those shards. We have like 44 shards here. Another 3, some, well, not a whole lot. Like 6 copies here that can be awakened. And still some chests as far as I know. We can't get those cores. Sadly, 26 cores would have been huge, but we have no E5 and no way of getting one in time. If it comes to that, I might consider throwing in the Heroic Scrolls, even though that is really not the best way, because those are maybe like 20 V5s, something like that. Wouldn't expect them to be much more, and so are those pre-Os, not really worth it to throw in. So I kind of hope that the leaderboard stays a little bit like this, that those guys push, let those guys push. We're not aiming for place 1. We are, in best case, aiming for top 6. We want one of those places, like pushing to 5 or something. That would be huge. But we have to see about that. Of course, it would kind of help us if people misunderstood this and actually thought it was 3 days longer than it is. But I don't know. We will see about that. We will see. I just hope we can get like an A-. If we can get an A-, that would actually be huge. And in that case, we would actually start a little poll on which hero we are going to take. Because I was thinking about taking an SFX. SFX is super solid. I love SFX. But then again, I have done everything with SFX. Like really, on my account, on like every account. I have seen my fair share of A- and A tier SFX clears, and there are more interesting things that we could do. And another option, of course, would be Mockman, a little bit like Aika did. I like that. She basically cleared everything with Mockman, and that would be kind of cool. We would, of course, need to go for some sublimations for that to make him really worthwhile. As I said, we need like full active branch sublimations and passive 3. And he passive 2, and he wouldn't be quite that good in early game. But we have other options, of course, that we could take, like maybe even an S model. Like imagine an S model. An S model could be cool, but I don't think he has quite the clear potential Mockman has. So that's of course an issue. But we can talk about that in due time. I don't think I will make an update video tomorrow unless something huge happens. We will see, the next update video will of course be the Thursday with the actual summoning and the result if you can reach that Soul Awakening Gala core or not. If that's not the case, that would be bad because then I've kind of ruined the series. You can't really write F2Play series on that anymore, can I? So kind of have to get an A-, otherwise we have a problem. We will see, guys. So it's now Friday, guys. Finally, the time has come, and we have to endeavor in the Awakening summoning now. Basically, to get you up to our current situation, 10 minutes after midnight right now. Reset is in 1 hour 15 minutes, 50 minutes. So still a good time to go to make some summons. A leaderboard, quite surprising, this Hydra guy wailed like a madman. 4,380 points, way out of our point range. So is most of the top 6 as well, which would be A+. So if we could reach that guy, that would indeed be A+, but I think this guy wailed as well today, so he might just do a little bit more summons. So I reckon top 6 will be quite hard, but we can go for the A tier, which is top 10. So like if we can get 518 points, we would be in the top 10, which would be quite great. I'm more than happy though if we could reach top 20, and currently lowest in top 20 is at 247 points, which is more than possible. One more thing though that I decided to do. I decided to actually change my name in my profile pic, because I thought like maybe some of those guys are watching the list, and when they scroll down and they see my name, like I have 3,000 subs, that's not a whole lot, but it might just be enough to know my name, and they might get more careful. So what I've decided to do is I've actually checked out the most represented clan here, which is those H guys, and I went into the Unicode list and I actually found their Unicodes for their clan stuff. So what we're going to do is basically change my name, and I've prepared this. Looks mostly like their names. We're going to take this and then change the skin avatar as well, and I'm not sure what we're going for. Actually, this would be quite fun. Yeah, this is perfect. This is perfection, guys. We will take this. Might make them think something that is even worse, but I sure hope not. We have Starry Gems prepared. What I'm basically going to do is I'm going to start summoning, and I will record all the summons. I will not put them all in the video. It will likely take an hour or so, I imagine. And I will just put in a best of. Like the best summons, I will cut those together and we'll show those to you. And like I have already decided on a hero that we will summon with the core, make it A- or A tier, if possible, if we succeed. It will be Aspen. We will go for LFA, and to make this possible, we will actually have to change the plans a bit. I wanted to go for Sia, and we will do that by, we get the Aspen by using the Transcendence copy selection chest, because he's actually in here, and you will use all those chests to summon Aspen. Those dark chests here will likely be carries. Carries are rather useful in an early game team, so we will use those on carries. Haven't really thought of something for those chests, but I reckon a useful hero would as well be Rogan. Getting some Rogan copies would be quite nice. For the future as well, we will build him as support, so that is something I imagine would be useful. And beyond that, we have this Glory Epic Hero Selection chest, which will again be a carry. I think we have Mockman in there, which is also quite cool. I considered going for Mockman, but then again the sublimations would be quite annoying, and yeah. I've decided against SFX because I've done everything with like SFX. I don't want to go for another SFX run. I thought Aspen LFA would be quite entertaining. So let me go ahead with the summons, and we will see us right after. Okay guys, now 1:55 AM. We are place 7, 843 points. We are now going to do the last summons, trying to catch up to those, to the place 6 basically. I didn't want to give him that much time to do summons himself, so I thought like, let's just wait till not really the last moment and just want to give me a little bit more time to actually do some summons. They take a little bit of time, like 10 seconds or something. We have a little bit of copies left. We will get some more through the chests, and I want to open those as well. If the guy now starts to summon, we will not get place 6. We have no chance of beating him in a summoning battle. We have the Starry, that's alright, which was a major problem, by the way. It was a major problem. I tried to buy 2,500 extra Starry, and Amazon just blocked me. And now, like an hour later, they decided to accept all of my payment attempts. And yeah, let's just say I have to talk to support now to get some of those refunded. Which is, it wasn't that much. Well, like 4 attempts, but still don't want to pay for 4 attempts. Definitely. So closing in now, we had some good summons as well. Most of them were kind of mediocre. We had a pretty good carry that we are going to keep. We absolutely slaughtered the account, as I did. And basically I had to retire a lot of 5 stars because we had no Starry and I couldn't get those last 2,500 that I desperately needed. So basically that was the biggest issue. And now we're getting those last 2 chests, and I have to remember to keep one of those, because if we don't, we won't actually be able to summon an Aspen, because we won't have one. So basically this will be our last summon now. Still an awful lot of time. I was faster than expected. So now we're absolutely dead. We're out of copies, and there really isn't anything that we can do anymore. I think 1 minute 55 remaining. Let's check that out. Let's do one fast summon. Wait, 1 minute 55. We can summon this. Quick. Some quick clicks. By the way, if you hear the clicking, I bought a new mouse now. One that is hopefully far more silent. Last summon, which will give us another chest. Don't even care what it is. D tier, that's nice. So that being done, we get the last chest, and we are now. Which place is the guy doing sums? That is the question. Is the guy doing sums? We're 905. Guy is at 859. Place 6 would be Awakening Crystal A+, and basically you will have to sit through the last minute here with me. Last 60 seconds, now 59. And we will check out if that guy actually tries to catch up to us. Can have a look at here. I was super surprised. No one actually bothered, it seems, to go for top 20, because that's 261. That's like nothing. Still our stealth method available here. 40 seconds. And the guy hasn't moved for like 2 days. But if I were him, I would definitely move now. I actually found out they added, or they had this in before. Points can only be obtained during the Soul Awakening Gala event. After Soul Awakening Gala ends, a display phase of Soul Awakening session will continue for 3 days. So it was in here that you couldn't summon after Soul Awakening Gala ends. So now we're at the last 15 seconds. Let's check it one more time. Dude is still at 859, so that's good. That's good. And basically now 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. It's done. Event is gone. We can check it out, and the available reward is A+, guys. Ranking place 6, we got it. And yeah, this will be another video actually, because we won't get this reward until the 29th of August. Was here basically, down here. The rewards of Soul Awakening session will be sent via mail at August 29th. So at August 29th, we will go ahead and we will summon an A+ or better, says it here. Heroes are designated awakened tier or above are guaranteed. An A+, LFA or Aspen. And yeah, I have some dark food. And this is basically the dark food we have, or Aspens, and also of course the Aspens we need to actually build our Aspen. We will need 9 of those, and the rest are all food, which is, those are like 16 and plus an additional 7, so 23 of those are actually dark food. We have to see how we get the rest, but it should be quite good. And we have one more Aspen, of course, waiting here. That will be the one that we will summon. So with that, guys, yeah, Project Phoenix basically ended. We ended on VIP 6, which is okay. Ended up paying around 250 euro for that specific Aspen copy. There was some weird stuff with like currency changes, not like in the Android sense, but like you buy a pack and it lists the dollar price and you buy it for euro and it converts it to euro, which is less somehow, and then you buy it for Amazon coins, and if you convert the Amazon coins to euros, it's even less, which is weird. It's like 4 100 euro packs and those 250 euros. So a bit weird, but we got it, and I think that's the most important part. We will summon an A+, and it will be a cool video. So with that, guys, thank you. I hope you're not too sad that the free-to-play series ended like this, but I think it was a great opportunity to actually make something new out of it. I grew a bit tired, actually, of free-to-play playing through the campaign. Let's be honest, I'm not used to it. We all knew it beforehand. And I wanted a little bit of an extra kick, and here it is. This will be our kick, and I would say I don't intend to actually spend a whole lot more on this account. I just wanted a proper copy that would make stuff a little bit more interesting, and we will use that to great extent to have some fun with content and see how quickly we can progress through stuff with an A+ Aspen. Should be a blast to clear Dark SL with an A+ Giant Killer Aspen. We will see how easily we can defeat that, and if it's going to be a joke or not. I'm eager to make new videos and show you all the good stuff. And with that, guys, that was Project Phoenix. I hope you liked it. Write your opinion in the comments, and we will see us in the next one.